noticed that a few more people have come over from our reactions to the legendary Fred Dibnah, so we figured it would be a great time to put together a nice little compilation of all of the Fred Dibnah reactions we've done, aside from the Fred Dibnah Made in Britain one. And stick around to the end because I will be visiting Fred Dibnah's hometown. Check it out and enjoy, and love y'all, and thanks for changing our lives. See y'all soon.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, guys?
We are Embrace the Suck 21.
Yes, we are.
My name's Spencer.
And I'm Daniel.
And this was requested by one of our patrons here. Fred Dibnah takes down a massive chimney, brick by brick.
Dibnah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I have no idea what to expect for this one. This is something completely out of left field, something that's not related to anything we're doing currently.
This might be down my alley, dude.
Yeah, because you are a construction dude, so maybe this will be something that is up your alley.
Let's see, man.
Yeah, it's only one way to find out. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
It's not so pleasant on a Monday morning, and it's cold and wind's blowing, and you look up, like, and you think, oh, good God, So this year it's been windy nearly every day. I don't think we've had above a month when the weather's been really decent. It's either been blowing a force 9 or raining or, snowing or freezing cold. So you suffer.
Holy shit, he's going all the way up?
I guess so.
No.
Some.
Oh, no. Do you see that ladder, moving?
Yeah, that's not stable at all.
Oh, my God, dude.
That's
bad.
I'm not even one of those workers, and that's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
It's straight up, too.
Yeah.
It's
Yikes.
straight up. Oh, no.
Nope.
No.
Not at all. Not for me, dog.
Holy crap, dude.
Some days might be bloody awful on the floor, and then you set off up the ladder and go through the fog, and it's like being in an aeroplane. You can see all the chimney stacks and towers and church steeples and hills outside of town sticking up through all this cloud and sun shining up above. Beautiful. Sort of. My camera's never worked right, though, when that's been about, And you can see when the rain's coming, half an hour before it comes, it's on its way. You can see, miles and miles.
What the...
Summer's best, when sun.
What the hell?
I don't get it, man. I just don't get it.
Over here, you would have to be harnessed. You would have to be harnessed up. You would have to... so many safety protocols would have to be met before you can just... go up a ladder like that.
Yeah.
That's insane. It's straight up.
At the same time, this is also 1979.
This is true, too, before safety.
Yeah.
I get that. But, man, a ladder straight up is super hard to climb.
Yeah.
Because that's why, for us, extension ladders like this, you don't have to lean back. You just climb it up normally without fear. But this is straight up. Every push up, you're... Well, that's going to be a stupid statement. You're pushing your body up.
Right. You're carrying all your weight up there.
But now it's more this is hard. Just the ascent is hard.
My goodness.
Shining, and everybody down below is all sweating away inside, and you were up there and a nice cool breeze blowing, beautiful.
That's crazy, dude.
It's somewhat strange. Once you've started, you get addicted to it. You just live it, day and night. Think about it, talk about it. Some days you don't want to go.
This guy's just sitting there.
Just chilling.
Probably gonna pull out a cup of coffee and a sandwich.
So, what is this massive chimney for? That's in the comments. Is it just a random chimney? Do you guys just like building chimneys? Who could build them the tallest? The hell is this?
Certainly Santa Claus can fit in there.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The hell did I start this job, But once you've got cracking like it, I always feel that, when I'm really putting big pile of stagings up round top of a chimney, you know, like when I've got it all up, you know, it's a work of art, you know, a masterpiece.
Something else, man. There's a camera guy either a camera guy going up with them, or they had like miniature cameras back then.
Those things were huge back then, weren't they?
Right. There was no GoPros back then. Like, how did they get that shot?
Wow.
Is what I'm wondering.
True. Wow.
Somebody let us know.
Yeah.
Please.
Wow. How did this? Okay. Here's another crazy question. How did he haul the materials up? Like, does he ascend with a tool belt primarily, or just a rope, and then pull stuff up? Because that in and of itself would be hard. A 2 pounds anything down there, you have to pull it up. That's heavy as shit. I couldn't imagine.
And at the very least, it would build up your muscles.
Oh my god!
At least I'm assuming so.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
This particular job, I've got the contract for £7,000 to knock it down a brick at once, right down to the bottom. When I first came to look, bitter cold morning, the wind howling down off the mountains, you know, and I thought, ugh, you know, how come they always send for me in the middle of winter? Anyway, I'd have told the powers that be, like, you know, that I want £7,000, you see. And I didn't think I'd get the job, you know. Anyway, it turned out that they honoured me with giving it me. Which means that the other fellas wanted a hell of a lot more, you know.
No way. No. So you have to go. Oh no.
Not worth £7,000.
Fuck no.
You need at least 70,000, right?
Well, I mean, in today's economy, I'm pretty sure that would be the equivalent of that.
Yeah.
7,000 pounds probably in 1979 is a pretty chunk of change. Mm-hmm. Just for my dive down the grocery store, whatever that is, supermarket sweep. Mm-hmm. $5,000 then was huge.
Yeah, but
it had more buying power.
Right.
But
you could live off that for a little bit.
Either way,
yeah,
I wouldn't charge anything less than double digit. Like, sorry.
In the tens of thousands.
Five digits. It has to be at least 5 digits.
5 digits.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. This is giving me anxiety, man.
No.
The reason for the price were I didn't really want the job. Like, if it had been a repair job, which, you know, on average takes, a month, 5 weeks, it's not so bad. But when it comes into months and months, you see, it's a bit different. Furthermore, when there's only like one of you and such a gigantic pile of bricks, you know, you've got to have a stout heart to take it on your own.
On your own?
Wow.
The Briar here, there's like too many buildings, you know, to drop the thing, like, or blow it up, as some people do. The chairman of Court Halls won't let it be blown up, so I've got to knock it down a brick at once.
Oh my God. And you're just getting a flat rate for that? I'd charge by the hour for that.
I would charge by brick.
By brick. That's smart. That's smart right there.
It don't do to think about how long it's going to take you, you know. You've just got to keep bashing some off. Oh, I've been here too long already, you know, about 3 months and done now, which in my eyes I'm quite disgusted, but the weather's been outrageous, you know, and now we're in with a chance to get something done. Like, we've got everything working according to how it should do, like the chute at the bottom is working well, which you can have a lot of trouble with them if you don't get the plates quite right. They keep getting bunged up and you're forevermore waiting for the bloke at the bottom to clear out the bricks, and you've got to make sure he's out the way, because if you drop one down and it comes shooting out and hits him up back at neck, he's dead.
Wow.
That's too much.
On the
man.
top, like on your own, you get a bit lonely, like, you know, nobody, only the birds about, and occasionally I have a friend who comes round to see me, like, you know, and he has a shin up and we have a bit of a chat, like.
What? Who's visiting this man at work?
Wow.
Oh no!
Going up with the dude. Like, come on. And this is before everybody had a smartphone that you could pop in earbuds and put on a
Yeah.
podcast or an album or something like that, and to kind of keep yourself occupied.
This is like next level, dude. This is next level. Holy crap, man.
Kudos. Man.
My question is, all right, so as you take the latter part of the wall down, are you putting opposite force on the ladder on the bottom? Because I know those are just put in with pegs. So the counterbalance of the tall ass ladder would possibly pop the pegs out at the bottom of the ladder that it's on. So it's like, that to me is terrifying, is the ladder itself. He's got his cool little like scaffolding set up, which is crazy, which I wouldn't trust at all. But no, that's just too much.
Yeah. Let us know.
He's not getting paid enough.
Yeah, he needs to get being paid double what he.
Yeah.
7,000 pounds. He needs 14.
At least.
Yeah, come on.
I must do something, you know. Well, I feel better when I'm doing it, you know. I can come home at tea time and demolish a great lump of steak and a big plate of chips, and sort of, if you're mucking about pointing round somebody's window frames, things like that, bloody fed up, you know. I'm like, no exciting going on, you know. Nothing to battle with. Really, you're dicing with death with a rotten old top on the chimney, you know. There's been a lot of men died fiddling with them things.
Who's more likely to die in that scenario is the camera guy.
Yeah, man. These shots for then are crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this is no small lens. Oh, I mean, I guess BBC did it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They could front that money, because I know those cameras back then are not cheap, man.
No, not at all. Not at all. And bulky, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like they didn't have these back then.
No, not
No.
at all. Wow.
I've never fell off a big chimney, you know. You only fall off one of them once, like. One day, I fell off a pair of steps in a little girl's bedroom and landed on a drilling machine and knocked myself unconscious. And I don't remember much about it, but morning after, I couldn't get out of bed and I had to stay there for 3 weeks, all through falling off a pair of steps. And, you know, that's about the only injury I've ever done myself.
Who's up there with you, man? Holy crap.
I don't want to know.
Donald, my labourer down there, he's like a very important man, you see. You've got to have a man who has got a reasonable amount in grey matter. Like here, this noise of these fans going, it's impossible to shout 200 feet. Like, there's no way you can converse with each other. It more or less runs by, more or less, habit. The thing is that, you know, he's got a good brain, which is really what you need, you see. You get some young lad, like his heart can be in right place, but if he sees a girl in the office, he wanders away, and sort of when you need him, you know, you look down and he's gone. In the past, like, I've had lots of labourers.
That's a tackle box move right there.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're only as good as your laborers.
Right,
You know?
right.
And your laborers, I don't know, man. It's a different set of humans right here.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Just hearing it with their accent is just, this is what's making it for me.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like, you send down a brick 200 feet up, down a chute, oh, that thing's traveling with some speed. Mm-hmm. You don't want to get on the opposite side of that thing.
Yeah, like you said, like at the beginning, it's like, you don't want that guy to be right there.
No.
He'll be dead.
That's crazy.
Whew.
You know, some drank rather a lot. Sort of led me astray in a way, you know. Donald, he's a staunch teetotaler, so in lots of ways he's a good ambassador for me, you see. He keeps me out of the pub. Look at that. Something gone wrong with it, Donald. Oh, bricks are coming out at all right, aren't they? Cheese butties again.
Cheese buddies.
I never understood the buddies, like a cheese buddy or a chip buddy. Like that's where's the meat?
Yeah, is that just their? Is that just a sandwich? Is that a buddy? It's just a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a white bread sandwich,
Oh. Huh.
Wonder Bread. But I don't get if there's no meat on there, no protein. What's the point?
Well, there's cheese. Cheese is protein.
It is, but like if it's just, well, I guess it depends on the cheese. If it's really good cheese, then I'll give it to you.
Yeah, you gotta have tea and a cheese buddy, I guess. That's how you take down chimneys.
Yeah.
Good God, man.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Don't think we'll get a yard a day off.
No. Just about down for June holidays.
Oh, we'll be lucky enough. Get fed up, I keep looking up there, you know.
Hell no.
Most steeplejacks I know, people come and say, you're always drunk when he went up, like, you know, sort of. I wouldn't say that I've ever done it drunk, but if you were banging away with a big hammer all day, a few pints, you know, don't do you any harm, you know, it sort of kills the pain. There's no doubt about that, you know. Sort of, I've had characters work for me who, in the morning at 9 o'clock, like, they were got the shakes and sort of hell of a job getting up, but after they'd had about 5 pints at dinner time, they were, you know, they were quite full of beans.
That you can never get away with that in America, right?
No, dude. Just this right here on screen, you couldn't get away with it.
No.
But I guess we don't have those kind of things here.
No.
Or maybe we do in the older cities.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but I don't know, man. I think before anyone tried to scale those things, they would just try to drop them with explosives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they would do the most with a little. They would just try to blow it out and let it fall straight down.
Yeah.
But this is crazy. Yes. I never even thought this was a thing. I mean, I would rather. Would you rather build it or tear it down?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, it's the same process.
I think I'd rather tear it down.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't think I could, because at least tearing down, you let the shit fall.
Yeah.
You know, building, you bring it up. Mm-hmm. Like, where are those guys? They're dead now.
Probably had a few too many drinks.
Yeah. Holy crap.
In 20 years, I've only ever had 2 calamities. One where a load of brick fell on top of a blacksmith shop and completely demolished it.
Ooh.
And I thought, this is the end of my steeplejacking career.
Oh, no.
I can laugh now, but I didn't then, you know. When I come down, I was shaking all over, you know, in the pub for a pint. But Mr. Courtall decided that what I'd wrecked weren't worth keeping anyway, so there were only a very small claim off the insurance people, you see. And then on another occasion, we put a big dinge in top of a brand new motor car that were parked up really with inside my piece of rope that I'd got round the bottom of the chimney, you see. It weren't really my fault, you see. I picked 2 bricks up and the wind took off a nice 3/4 of an inch thick bed of pretty stiff mortar, which went like an autogyro on the wind and, you know, right over there about 100 yards and bush straight on top of his new car, you see.
Oh, shit.
So he wanted a new roof on his brand new Volvo.
Wow.
I have to have a third-party insurance policy for people like Hotels. You know, if I kill one of their operatives, you know, I'm in dire trouble, you see. I mean, they'd commandeer my traction engine or something like that. Insurance men and me don't mix, you know. I mean, the thing is that I don't intend dying, you know. It's a bit like being a motor car racer or this fella who jumps over cliffs on his motorbike. I bet he's not got a life insurance policy, you know. If he has, it'll cost him a fortune.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really bother with that side of it, you know. I know one thing, I ain't going to die, you know. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to die in bed with my boots on.
That is freaking crazy.
Insanity.
That
Total
is
insanity.
freaking crazy, dude.
Shoot.
Like, is he still with us?
Yeah, somebody let us know.
Fred Dinball still with us? Because holy crap, buy that guy a drink every day. He should never have to buy a pint again.
No,
ever.
No. And this is a man that doesn't fear anything. Like, that last little bit is like, you know, it's like a stunt motorcycle guy or a race car driver. It's like, they don't have a life insurance policy because it's expensive and they're not afraid of dying.
That's the only person Fred Dinball is afraid of, is insurance agents.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Man.
I couldn't do that. This guy, I mean, two thumbs up is
obviously.
it just doesn't fucking do it. But
No.
God.
Yeah. Give us some more background on this guy and maybe some more stuff for us to check out in this vein.
Man.
Yeah, because this was very interesting.
No, yeah, hell yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. And thank y'all for everybody who blew up that first Fred Dibnah video that we did. The one where he's taking down the chimney brick by brick. We thought that was just gonna flop.
Yeah.
And not really do much, but y'all came out the woodworks for that one.
And I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed this introduction to this legend that is Fred Dibnah.
Yeah. I think a common comment was the Brits treasure people like this, you know, blue collar,
Man of the people
that are not afraid of a hard day's work.
Yeah, and this guy just maybe he just had no fear. Because holy shit.
Yeah, that was intense.
This oh my God. Like,
he's laddering the chimney.
I am going to cringe so much at this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
So we got both parts queued up here, but one here, and then we're gonna let it play on into two.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Well, basically, this is sort of a packing that keeps the ladder off the wall of the chimney, so there's room for your boots to go through, you know, on the rungs of the ladder. There's two schools of thought in this. One that, tying them on with string is time-consuming and all that, which it is. But the thing is, when it's being pulled up the side of the chimney, by my mate here, it bangs against something, it only busts the string, you know. Like the other school of thought is have a metal construction that's bolted to the ladder, which when that hits an iron band or something like that, it busts the bloody ladder, you see. String is cheaper than brand new ladders. So, but it does take a bit of time for tie them all on. Yeah, that's the only problem.
Oh my God.
Right.
Bro,
Okay.
that's I know it's going to sound stupid.
All right.
That's a wooden ladder. Like, I would need that shit to be metal.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it'd be heavy as fuck. Well, I mean, this is heavy as fuck. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's a wood ladder.
Yeah. You don't trust wood.
No, that's crazy.
Depends on which one it is. Like, I know some are harder than others, some are more durable.
But
I know nothing about it.
God.
I'm just making a guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'll take your judgment on that one to heart.
Oh my God. All right.
It's going to be just underneath the third rung, so there's room for your boots. They've just got to be just underneath the third rung, so there's room for your boots there. If you tie it on there, it's amazing how it gets in way. You know, it's in the wrong shop because there's no room for your feet. Yeah, basically that piece of wood is just to put there to hold the ladder off the wall. Here we are drilling the first hole in you know, which there is an hole actually there that's just been pointed up. So knocking the first dog, which will be the hold fast at the base of the first ladder, as you might say. Then goes the plug wood, which, as you can see, it don't go in very far, you know, but it's quite far enough, you know, it's quite safe. And that's what's termed as a dog. Then I'm going to knock in now. And the next stage is to the piece of rope. It's called a lashing, and it's a piece of rope about 5 foot long with a loop spliced on one end, as you can see. The next stage is to prop up a ladder and climb up it as though you were going up to clean the bedroom window. And then about 5 feet from the top of that ladder, you drill another hole, but in our case the hole's already there. You drill another hole as plumb and straight above the one below as you can get it, and insert another piece of plug wood and another dog.
So, this man says he drills another hole, and I'm expecting a drill. There is no drill. You hammer out a hole? That's
a...
Oh my God, it's so much, it's so hard. Like, I've done this trick before when installing doors, at least in the basement, that you have to, in my case, drill a hole into the block, insert a wood shim,
Yeah.
and then put your screws in, because then the screw expands the wood into the block. I know this tactic, but it's a ladder that holds your fucking life.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a lot of faith.
Oh my God, that's a lot of faith.
A lot of faith in a ladder.
Oh my God.
Man.
As you get a bit higher up, the holes have a tendency to get a bit deeper. I think it's called fear.
Yeah. No shit.
Yep. Oh shit.
Here you see the first ladder is in position, and I'm about to tie it onto the bottom dog, or the bottom holdfast, which you know, that's where the beer belly comes in handy. It's sort of round the hoop, round the side of the cheek of the ladder, under the rung, round the hoop, round the other cheek of the ladder, round the rung, and then back round the rung below, and a 12-inch on, and that's got it fast. It will not come off. And the thing to do also is use as much of the rope up as you can, because in a gale the ends start to blow about, and the whipping comes off the end of the rope, and then you've got one with like a cat o' nine tails end on it, you know. Blowing about all
Oh! I guess. I mean, yeah. Okay, this guy is a master of his craft. Mm-hmm. He knows his stuff, which, you know. But it's very crazy that you secure it to the bottom of a very tall ladder, and the top is just waving.
Ugh.
This is fear-inducing in and of itself.
Yeah. I would hope it's not a windy day. And oh God.
I'm surprised it's just one anchor point, not two.
Well, it's the first one. Maybe there's two coming.
I don't know, because you're putting a lot of faith in one anchor point.
Yeah.
I would be more safe. I would feel. First of all, this is not my cup of tea at all, ever. But if I were to do this, I would need like 5. I would need like 5 anchor points.
Oh,
Like-
he's just built differently, and
He
it's
is,
like a
man.
different time.
God
and,
damn it.
And you know, what you don't see is his wheelbarrow to carry his balls of steel.
Yes,
his big
this is
brass
true.
balls.
This is true. We saw that in
Yeah.
the comments.
Yep.
Like, how does he get up there with massive balls? I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
That is the pulley wheel to pull up the next ladder. Here, the next operation is to tie the ladder to the top dog or the top holdfast that you've just knocked in, without tying it to the haulage rope, you know, because you sometimes, if you're not paying attention or you're trying to talk to somebody who's mithering you on the floor, you end up lapping it round. You see how easy it would be to lap it round the haulage rope. Yeah, that's it. That is now, the bottom ladder is now firmly fixed and as good as it'll ever be to the wall of the chimney. And the next operation is to climb up to the top of that ladder and sit astride the top iron rung and reach up as far as you can and drill another hole in the brickwork, which of course it's very easy for me here because having done this thing about 7 times before and used exactly the same holes every time, I know exactly how far I'm reaching and where I'm going, and it's quite an easy operation to keep the whole stack of ladders in a very straight line.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. That shit has to be precise.
Yeah. There's no room for error. I was about to say little room, no room for error there. That, oh my God.
Because if it's not straight, that fucks you up on the way down.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're putting your feet...
Yeah.
This is crazy, dude.
Fred is the type of dude that, you know, even if there's like a generation difference or you don't agree with him on something, you keep friends with him. You make friends with this man, he will get you out of situations.
This
And
is just wild.
He's like, you know, a jack of many trades. He knows a Mr. Fix-It type of person.
Yeah.
Those type of people, you do anything that it takes to keep this man in your life.
Wow. This dude, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and what's crazy to me is that, like, that wedge that he's put... I keep coming back to, you know, okay, he's laddering the thing, right? He's putting ladders up. But the thing that is anchoring is just pure pressure.
Yeah.
That just 2 pieces of wood and, like, a wedge. Like, now the wedge isn't, like, have barbs or anything to help it grip. It's just pure wedge.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me.
I know.
If you're putting them up and you wander towards one side, when you're putting the staging up at the top and you've got one ladder that's maybe 2 foot gone a bit sideways and say the other one's gone the other way, it looks rather an erratic effort at the top. You know, everything's out of line and out of square. Now we've drilled the hole approximately 5 feet above the top of the bottom ladder and hooked on the pulley wheel. Now this is where the tricky bit comes in. The second ladder is tied on approximately 9 rungs from the top, which is about midway. And of course, when it's being pulled up by the labourer or the man down below, we lose more or less half a ladder of a lap, which you'll see the reason for this shortly. The thing is, as that ladder comes up, or the second ladder comes up, on the bottom rung of it, there are 2 lashings, one of which I'm using now to tie the bottom rung to the nearest corresponding rung of the ladder that's stuck to the wall. I've got the other lashing round my neck, and the 2 steeplejack hooks which have come up with it are stuck in my belt. That's a secondary sort of safety precaution, the one with just a clovitch round the side, just in case that hook there that I've got my hand on, or the one that the pulley's on, if that happened to come out, I'd still be in with a chance. You know, the the ladder would still be connected with 2 hooks to the bottom one. As you can see, it's slightly precarious there, how it shakes about, but once you've lashed it to that top hook, which is 5 foot above the bottom ladder, you've only got about 6 rungs above that are standing in free space, or what you might call unconnected to the chimney. It is now possible to unhook the pulley wheel and carry it up the back side of the ladder and hook it on the top iron rung, while you use one of the dogs that's stuck in your belt to, you know, get another purchase 5 foot higher up still, you see. Once you've drilled that hole and put the dog in, you can lift up the pulley wheel onto the dog, which of course one end of the rope is still attached to the ladder that you were sat on. And then you'll see in a minute when I come down and untie that ladder, my man at the bottom pulls and up goes the whole 21 pins of the ladder onto the top of the bottom ladder, which sounds unbelievably complicated, but it is quite a simple operation, really.
I like how this man is like, it's quite a simple operation. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not doing that.
And I saw a few comments saying that sometimes he would do this shit drunk. No, not for me. Not for me.
I know that I wouldn't be sober. I wouldn't be drunk, but I would have to be right on that level of fuck it all.
Yeah.
Like
At least a shot of tequila, right?
Like, yeah, I'd be good if it worked, and I'd be good and okay and understanding if it all just went to shit. I have to be right on that level. I'm just like, if it works, great. If not, hey, we had a good run. You know, like, I'd have to be on that level.
Yeah. I admire your enthusiasm about that. I admire your mindset.
It's so mind-blowing. I mean, granted, the people that built this thing, I mean, I don't know how you would build this. I mean, the amount of scaffolding around that thing would have to be legendary.
Yeah.
But that's another video.
Yeah. Let us know where we can find that one.
Yeah.
In fact, it's so simple. You can do on a good chimney on a good day where it isn't windy and you don't manage to thump the hell out your hand with the hammer. Like, you know, I mean, if you miss with the hammer, it's rather painful. There goes the pulley wheel. Down the ladder. Untie the lashing at the top that's holding the top of the ladder.
What?
Now it all comes loose and flops about in the wind. Oh! That's the dodgy bit when it's very windy and you're 3/4 of the way up and the wind's trying to snap the ladder off sideways. It's quite exciting. And there's the secondary lashing on the side, and then finally the one at the bottom. When you've released it at the bottom, it's at the mercy of the man on the floor and the wind. Sometimes it's rather awkward when it's very windy and the ladders start twisting round the rope, you know, that's pulling the thing up.
All right, part 2.
It's now in the right position for fixing onto the sockets at the bottom, and of course you see how close to the top hook that you know, it's being held against the wall by the man on the floor. Very important that the man on the floor is. You've got his whole concentration all the time, you know. That's why it's better using an older man than a younger man who has a tendency to wander off looking at ladies' skirts and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and then these times they'd probably be on their phone.
Yeah.
I mean, like most people are. I mean, that's probably not it. For anybody, it's basically 35 or younger.
Yeah, like this is just so terrifying.
Yeah,
it's awesome in the full respect of that word. It's awe-inducing. Mm-hmm. Like the fact that this ladder isn't fixed at all times to the wall or an anchor, and at one point it is free, is mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm. Not for me, dog. Not for me.
Disappears, you fall off.
Yeah.
the second ladder up, and that's what it's all about.
See, like
Well,
that
almost
part
up.
freaks me out. It's just loose at the top.
Yeah. Fall down at any time. And you're toast after
This
that.
method of laddering factory chimneys is quite a recent sort of invention, like 1870s period. A bit before then, they actually flew kites to get string across the tops of chimneys, a right weird situation. I think when they were, the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, when they started to erect chimney stacks, nobody gave it a great deal of thought as to how they were going to get up there to repair the things. Because, of course, they were all built from the inside, more or less right from the beginning of building fairly large ones to building the really monstrous things that there are today at power stations. Like the early ones, 1820s, were only like 60 and 50 feet high. And of course, they could build them with a conventional scaffold round the outside because they were of no great girth, To circumnavigate the wall of that chimney, which might be 60 odd feet circumference with scaffolding, is going to cost a heck of a lot of money, That's why I think steeplejacks have still can earn a crust of bread, It is one of the good and reliable ways of getting up there,
Well, that's an interesting point, and like another layer of Fred Dibnah that we're discovering is that how knowledgeable he is of this industry.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I guess that's why he had a series on this type of thing, and because he's very knowledgeable about it and is good at communicating how the nuances of this.
Yeah. The whys.
The
whys and hows.
Yeah, can answer questions and talk intelligently about it. So
I just like it still baffles my mind.
Yeah.
It still baffles my mind.
this screen alone is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Like, holy shit.
Yee!
Basically, having got the second ladder up, you've more or less conquered it in a way, how you actually do the job. The thing is, you just keep repeating the process, 9 rungs from the top, 2 lashings on the bottom and 2 dogs, and up it comes, and all as you're up there with is your hammer, your chisel, the plug wood, and the end of the pulley wheel and the rope. The important thing not to do is let the rope run through the block and go tumbling down, which means that you've got to come down and get the end of the rope and carry the thing up, which 200 foot of hemp rope is fairly heavy, and by the time you've got back to the top with it, you're getting a bit out of breath. The other thing
out
is,
of breath.
the higher up you get,
That's one way to put
Or
it.
you just get a bit out of breath. Get
Putting
out
it
of
lightly.
here. I would be wheezing. Like, just putting up the first one. Because you're hammering something. Like, my mind plays that trick on me. If I'm high up on an extension ladder, like let's say for instance putting a window in,
Yeah.
I'm very conscious of what's going on with the ladder and how I'm feeling.
Oh, you have to be.
Like sometimes my legs will just shake. Like if I'm up too high, exerting enough force, I'm like, I don't have a lot of trust in the stability of this ladder.
And you know to back out.
And I'm like, okay, let's just go slower. We'll reattack it.
Yeah.
But
Dude.
this is crazy.
Yeah. I can't. Oh my God. Like, I bet he could take out Chuck Norris.
Oh, 100%. This is before. This is him and Chuck Norris never existed on the same earth at the same time.
Yeah.
I know that's crazy, but I'm just saying I would
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The Chuck Norris meme should not have been Chuck Norris. It
No.
should have been Fred Dibnah.
Yeah.
Fred Dibnah can slam revolving doors.
Yes, I 100% agree.
get, and the harder it gets, because of course the guy at the bottom has got to pull the ladder up further, and you've got to send the end of the rope down further. So the progression towards the top as you get higher, it slows down a bit. This basically is an inspection to give a quote for any forthcoming repairs that need sorting out. Over the years, the first job I ever did were above the collar, the 10 feet of brickwork above the collar. I put some new iron bands round and pointed it all, and a new lightning conductor on.
Wow.
Then on subsequent visits, I pointed all the panel work round the top 30 feet. And now from the sailing course below that to below the green and white banded area of tile bricks, it's badly in need of pointing, so I'm going to give them an estimate to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a bit of old-time steeplejack's plugwood, you know. Them who knock that in there will be dead and gone, without a doubt.
My God. How cool, calm, and collected he was. And just, laughing about it. That is what's making this for me.
For some reason, I thought that these ladders were secured on both sides of the rungs, not just one point. To me, that's like a pivot point. Like, that's a very dangerous thing. I think I would definitely have so much. I would spend more time making sure the shit didn't fall off than go up.
Yeah.
Like, granted, this is not even a thing nowadays, right? There's no way for us, OSHA, would ever clear something like this.
Yeah.
They would be like, oh, you want to do that? Fuck no. Guess what? I'm going to slap a historic label on it, and we're going to wait till it falls down on its own.
Exactly. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations.
Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But this is just the fact that it's still mind-blowing. He puts mad pressure behind, like he tests it, right?
Yeah.
He does like the wiggle test.
Yeah.
At that height.
Yeah. And is still, not fazed by it.
Granted, he's probably put so many of these in. And he knows his work.
Yeah.
And he trusts his work. But goddamn, we've all had bad days.
Yeah.
And if I was him, I would never work on a Monday.
Yeah, Mondays.
I would be superstitious as hell.
Yeah. You'd be in the pub on Sunday nights, right?
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do something ridiculous on Tuesday. Well, why not Monday? Because Mondays are Mondays.
Yeah.
Nothing can go wrong.
Everyone has a case of the Mondays, no matter what profession you're in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Things go wrong on Mondays. So I would just be like, you know what? No work on Monday. Because we can't afford things to go wrong.
Exactly.
Wow.
And look, I'm going to give Fred one of my biggest compliments of all time.
Yes.
And you know what it is.
Yes.
You know it's coming. I don't say it as much as I usually do, but this guy fucks.
Yeah. Deserved.
Yes.
Deserved.
He 100% fucks.
Wow. Man.
After a hard day's work, he's probably sweaty.
Steeplejacking.
Steeplejacking. It's all the pheromones are going. Come on.
Yeah, this guy's just legendary.
Yeah, he's a legend. Legend.
I'm almost ashamed that who he is isn't known other than over there.
Yeah, it should be known the world over.
Yeah. I mean, he may not get chapters in history books, but he should definitely have an honorable mention.
Yeah, or 2 pages minimum.
Yeah.
Quite rotten, These patches I pointed up, they were some very poor quality steeplejacks damaged the brickwork, didn't know how to work a hammer and chisel. It's always policy to leave the ladders there until you've come to the financial arrangement with the management about whether they're going to have it done or not, which saves you having to put the ladders up again. The thing is that having secured the contract, if we're going to do it, we've then got to put what's termed as a staging round the top.
Sorry. That, and the comments of the last one, they said how they were able to get the camera up there. That's how they did it. It's a big old fucking crane.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta love the cherry pickers.
Oh yeah.
Staging round the top.
God damn.
Not for me, dog. Not for me.
Holy crap, man.
Ah!
You hear it how it's addled. Holler, you know. It's a shame, really. Getting near the top, it's always like that, you know.
Wow.
Not for me, dog.
Not
This time, a few iron bands might be called.
I wouldn't even get on the cherry picker. One random gust of wind, that thing it's dumping you.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
You're basically a hot dog wrapper in the wind.
Oh
at that
my
point.
God. Oh, no, it's too high.
Yeah, way too high.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. And
People base jump on things that high.
yeah. and to the point of the last video where we said like he needs at least, double what he is getting. He needs like I saw some of the equivalents were like 34,000 pounds.
Not enough, dude.
In this time, he needed 34,000 pounds in that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Get your inflation calculators out and tell us what that would be now.
Yeah, probably hundreds.
Yes.
To screw it together a bit. A bit of me pointing come out up there on them big copings. Can you see it? 6 inches off the lightning conductor. Not bad that though, it's a long time since I did it.
How do your muscles not give out, dude? You've been on that ladder for a minute. A long time.
Probably been built up.
Some of them are loose.
Oh shit.
It's a trifle huddled around that area. I don't think.
You okay?
He just looks back like, some of them are loose. I'm like, fucking some of them are loose, and then get off. Like, done. That is crazy.
Oh
No,
my
man,
God.
I couldn't. What? Dude,
I think the full 9-inch headers, they're only halves, you know.
this guy.
Well,
Like, this guy.
This is 100% me.
Just, like, what? If he falls, you just like, well, fuck it. Like, you just, this man's job is looking up and paying attention all day.
Like
That would, maybe Liam was a helper, because
Yeah, he was a
learned how to
steeple jack
crane up.
helper before.
learn how to crane up.
Yeah, he learned how to
He
sing
learned
like
how to
that.
sing like that. Oh my God.
an header is a brick on end, like that should be. But I don't think it is. They wouldn't sound as holler if it were a full 9-inch brick going in. It's only half of one, I think. I'm only surmising.
Like, how is he gonna get around the top of that? Like, okay, the whole chimney has been straight, right?
Yeah.
I'm so interested to see what he does around this part.
Yeah.
How do you?
Yeah. We got about 2 minutes left. They
Oh
better
my
wrap
God.
it up here. Because that is not for me, dog.
No.
I've said that multiple times in this video. I know. Take a shot every time I say not for me, dog. You'll be drunker than Fred Dibnah was getting up here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
These are my dog holes that support my scaffold when I'm, when I'm putting the scaffolding up. When you sat on top of there, like king of the castle, the view used to be quite interesting in this area. There were numerous collieries, which the last of which disappeared a few months ago, and lots of mill chimneys, and I think you can see about 4 left now out of all of them, out of dozens and dozens. Not very far away, there's the parish church of Atherton, which has got a distinct list on it through the mining subsidence. Well, that's it now. We've nearly conquered it. The north face of the Eiger.
I was about to get down. There he goes.
My hands are sweating.
Really?
Like, oh my god. That is...
Will they see the glistening when they
freaking-
give it 2 thumbs up?
No, it's just... Dude. This is different. This is different. Oh my god.
You are.
It's so, like... It's so fear-inducing.
Yeah. You are shaking in your boots. Not a lot of things make you shake in your boots.
It's just watching someone... Like, you only get to attempt to steeplejack once.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, that's probably it.
Uh-huh.
You don't get another chance.
Yeah. Like you said with the next burger bowl, if you get pelted by a burger or you make a mistake, steeplejacking, you're done.
Yeah, that's the
Your
one
day's
time
done.
thing. Yep. There's no 2 weeks.
No.
There's no 2 weeks notice. You're done.
You're out.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Continuing our Fred Dibnah journey here. Today we're checking out how to erect a chimney scaffold.
This man.
Every time we do Dibnah, you are your palms are sweaty. And
yes.
That Eminem, that one, I'm not going to do it again because I don't want to get copyrighted.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I've never met a collection of videos that has me short of breath.
Yeah.
And physically going through the stages of anxiety.
Yeah, the 5 stages of grief.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. There's just not enough to say about this legend.
Yeah.
That he is.
Yeah. And we see all your comments saying how he was divorced later in life, and so he had to, hunker down and get work done to pay for his wife and kids.
And everyone's like, how does he get up the ladder with massive balls?
Yeah, seriously.
Next day, Fred got underway with a big chimney maintenance job, which would help to finance the building of his engine, and which he seized as a golden opportunity to offer instruction on the art of putting up scaffolding.
Oh my God. Already out the gate. Look at this. Look at this monstrosity here.
That's, oh my God, dude.
But he's trying to get money to build a steam engine.
Yeah, which is another thing that we've learned about Mr. Dibnah here.
Yeah.
Is that he fancies his steam engines.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
He's a big builder, a big, could put anything together.
Is this taller than the one we first reacted to? Let us know.
Boy, it looks taller. But maybe it's just the angle. But I think we'll find out.
That shit's straight up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I look around and sort of lots of scaffolds at the top of chimneys that have been erected by so-called steeplejacks look like a bloody biplane's crashed into the top, and there's pipes going all over to show all different directions. No square or symmetrical about the thing. And life went by, and one day I met the man who sort of had been a draftsman, and he'd only ended up in this crazy job through his father-in-law were a bit stuck, who were a steeplejack, and he'd gone help him out, and he was like a bit of a cut above the rest with the grey matter, and he explained to me with a piece of chalk on the cobblestones in a mill yard in Bolton how you put the ladders up and how you put the staging up round the top of a chimney. First thing I've got to do is get me bosun's chair up, and then I'm dangling in a position somewhere round about here on me 3 bits of rope and a little board. I have then got to chisel 4 holes into the brickwork, 6 inches apart in a vertical plane and a couple of foot apart the other way. And the next thing, up comes 4 iron pins or iron dogs. The purpose of these is to support a great bark of timber, which will come up next, you see. But one of these dogs or pins in the hole on the left-hand side of the ladder. When the batten comes up the chimney, it's...
Thoughts?
I mean, dude, it's on... I mean, come on, man. He's sitting on the abyss.
Yeah.
What is that anchored to? He said it in his little drawing, but I forgot what he said. It's like a little pulley system for his chair.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There's no way in all get the F out I would do that.
Yeah, screw that.
Tied onto the line that goes from another pulley wheel at the top right down to the floor. It's tied on in a position about 4 feet from one end, and then the rope runs up the side of it, and there's a lashing round there which I can conveniently undo, and then I guide that piece of timber with, Donald at the bottom supporting its weight.
There's Donald. There's Donald from the first one. That's
Still a legend.
still just as much a legend as Fred.
He's the Pippin to this man's Jordan.
Yes, he's the Carl Pilkington to his Ricky Gervais.
Correct.
Yes.
Its weight, and I guide it behind the ladder until I've got it going across here, like so. And then I put the next pin or dog underneath that side of it, 2 more over the top. So then I've got it so it won't go up and down, it won't waddle about. In a bosun's chair, if you've looked after all the rope and all the tattle, you have a beautiful sense of security. Because, rope will hold a couple of ton and you weigh nowhere near that. And, really, pays you to look after your equipment because, like that.
Oh, my
your
God.
rope breaks, you're dead. It's half a day out with the undertaker.
Not for me, dog.
You see him just swinging.
He's just swinging.
Oh my God.
I mean, I like at the amusement parks with those things that swing you around. Like, I won't go on the roller coasters, but the swinging around, those are fun. But at the same time, like, not for me.
That's wild.
I mean, look, Fred Dibnah makes sure that I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I just know that Fred Dibnah can slam revolving doors.
Correct.
And that Fred Dibnah can once counted to infinity twice.
Correct.
One more thing. The sun does not come up until Fred Dibnah says it's ready.
Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of, like when I get on my seatboard, I give it a little bounce and just see whether it's safe or not, and more often, well, it's never broke yet, but I'm always ready to get all the bloody ladder if it does break. This batten has a series of holes drilled in it, and I then proceed to bolt one on there and one over there, like so. And then I'll lower myself down on my bosun's chair and mark a suitable joint at the bottom and knock a pin through there and a pin through there. So I've then got that like all braced up quite solid.
So does that mean he has the other side laddered as well? Because you see it's on this side, also you see it's on that side too.
Yeah, I do see that. A figure of a ladder up on there. So
yeah,
I think so.
It's still crazy to me. I mean,
Insanity, bro. Insanity.
The amount of anyway. I mean, my God, dude, just fucking.
This is breaking your goddamn brain.
When that's been done on both sides of the chimney, the next thing to come up is 2 long steel rods, which I use to connect both of these battens together. And I've got this big iron rod and I've got to send it over to the far batten. And that means maybe 14 feet across, you know, or 12 foot on a reasonable chimney stack.
Oh my God.
I've got to get that rod onto the other batten so that it's in like line with an hole, and as it scrapes down the face, give it a shove through the hole, you know. And if you're lucky, you'll get it through, sort of thing. It's rather a tricky bit, man. See, all the modern men use aluminium scaffolding tubing now, but I like this way of doing it. It's a bit more awkward, but when you've got it all up, it's quite solid.
Hey, that's the important part. That it's all solid. That you don't have to go back and it's going to last a while.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God, dude.
I'm not a construction guy, obviously. You know that.
Yeah.
But I do that.
But the fact that this man is precariously... Right now, he has 1,000,000% confidence in his equipment.
Yeah.
Obviously. He is out there at the weirdest angle possible on a wooden bench, trusting the ropes and all the knots and all the lashings, all that stuff. And then on top of it, a 14-foot run of it looks like a piece of rebar.
Yeah.
That is so heavy.
Yeah.
On one end. If you have 12 feet out, that right here is a lot of pressure.
For real, yeah.
So he's doing a lot right now.
Yeah. Mad respect to them. I've already earned the mad respect.
Even if he was on a step ladder, this shit would be hard.
Yeah.
So.
For real. Yeah, there is another ladder. Yeah, you're right.
And when you've finally got the rods through the 2 sets of holes, then you put the washers and the nuts on, or a few packing pieces, so you can slightly cramp them up round the chimney. Then after we've got the 2 battens on and bolted together, the next stage of the game is planks, which form like the platform that you walk on, come up one at once, of course, because some of them like 16, 18 feet long. And when it arrives at the top, it's tied on in a special way that when I untie it, I can get like 1 plank across there, like so, and 1 across there, like so, and then another one next to it.
Okay, so this is looking up from the top of the tower. Okay. I just need to.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
You see, all the way around the top. And so that when you walk on them, they don't go like up and down like that. You have 2 iron plates with a bolt through the middle, which makes them 2 boards as one. And then there's iron hooks that hook them onto the battens, so the wind can blow at 100 mile an hour and they'll still be there in the morning, you see. Wind is every steeplejack's enemy, you know, like there's no way that, you know, you get the boards up, and even if you've got to keep it flat all the time, and you've got this feeling that it's floating on the wind, you know, which it really is, and if you turn it sideways on into the wind, it'd have your way.
Ugh.
In a wind like today, sort of older chimneys, you know, you get about 2 or 3 inches swaying about, you know. It's actually all the chimney stacks swaying, you know, from side to side. You have that feeling that there's something.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Why did I think these things were like... Yeah, of course there's going to be some sway.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If I felt the chimney that I'm anchored to start, like, moving a little bit...
Yeah.
It's already been said. I could not do I could not do this.
You'd
And
be
I
like-
could not tell you someone who would be crazy enough to do this.
Fred mother effing Dibnah. That's who.
Good God, man.
Yeah.
Not quite right, as though you've had about 5 pints of beer, you think, there's something moving somewhere, sort of thing, and, it's all the bloody lot going like this.
That's the terrifying part right there. So, so you see what I was saying? We checked out that Noakes guy, guys.
Yeah.
But see how his seat is coming up?
Yeah.
It's angled up. I don't know what's keeping him from just sliding off.
A prayer.
Yeah.
That's it. Not very religious, but a prayer.
Oh, I would be so religious up there.
Yeah.
Because, you're pretty close to God right there, dude. If you
Yeah,
exist, right?
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
You're like-
That's the place to find religion is up there.
Yeah,
God
because you're like
damn.
almost next door to him.
Yeah.
At that point.
Oh, my God.
If you're on the windy side of it, you don't feel it because the wind's buffeting you about, you see. But if you go around in the slipstream and sit on the stage nice and quiet and just lean against the wall, you can feel it moving, rocking. Nice. A big gust and you'll feel it go right over, and then there's a bit of a lee in the wind, you feel it come back. It's quite unbelievable, There's not many people experienced out like that.
So if the wind catches one of those fucking things and just drops it, that board's basically shattering.
Yeah,
Like-
it's going.
Man. And that's when the dude on the bottom's like, oh my shit.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's terrible. I don't know. This whole fucking thing is
I know.
fear-inducing.
I know. This is why we keep doing it. That's
Oh
why
my
people
God.
want us to keep doing it.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
When we've got all the big planks in position, on the large diameter chimney, there's a great gap in the corner, so we've got 4 boards called corner boards that fit across the corners, you see, like so, which, stops you falling through the hole in the corner.
Ooh, buddy. No.
Big nope.
No. Ooh,
Once
man.
you've got the first staging up or the first deck up, there's firm basis for going higher up, then you chisel the holes for the next staging. And you can work quite comfortably as though you were on the ground.
But you're not, Fred. You're not on the ground.
Exactly.
Oh
You're
my
not
God.
on the ground.
When I've done it, when I've got all the gear up, to me it's a bloody magnificent achievement. You've really got the world at
That's
your
the
feet.
part. That's the part. What he just did. Our last couple seconds.
Yeah.
That's the part that's terrifying to me.
Yeah. And look, he's got a cigarette in his mouth.
There's not a worry in the world. He is
Yeah.
in his element.
Yeah. He's fearless.
He is the Marlboro Man.
Yeah.
This guy.
He's harder than the
Yes,
Marlboro
he is.
Man.
He is.
The Marlboro Man just sits there and smokes cigarettes.
Yeah.
He does things that separates the men from the boys.
Yes, he cuts up other people's man cards and smokes them.
Exactly. That's what he uses to roll his cigarettes
That's what
with.
he uses to
Yes.
smoke. But here's another question that maybe everyone can enlighten me. Because to be honest, all these comments that we've gotten have been so informative.
Yeah.
About who he is.
Yeah, who he is as
So,
a person.
Thank you for all the comments, first and foremost.
Definitely appreciate that.
But in this specific chimney, this specific case, there's so much land. Why couldn't he have just felled the chimney that way? Because that's what I see. All this right here, on the bottom right hand side of the screen.
Yeah.
It seemed
all
to
this
be
right here. Hold on, let me pull that through.
It just
all of that right
it
there.
just seemed to be that there is space. It's not like in the cramped city environment.
No.
So, I just feel like this is this must have been, they had to have done this.
Yeah.
But still.
Maybe there are houses near there. And maybe just like demolishing it would send debris everywhere.
Oh, of course. At that height.
Yeah.
At that height, you don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah,
I guess
no.
with your demo.
Yeah.
Because you could blow it, and not blow it up, but collapse it, and then the wind could blow strong 1 second, and that shit's going somewhere else.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But what he's doing right now is fear-inducing.
Yeah, yeah.
I need at least 3 points of contact on the ladder at all times.
Yes. And I mean this, like I said earlier, this separates the boys from the men, because I know which category I am, because my reaction is either, hell no,
Yep.
to the no,
Yeah.
or oh no, no.
That one.
Yeah,
but
that's my reaction.
I applaud this man's
tenacity.
I am impressed by the manliness of this.
Yes.
I'm not saying females couldn't do this, but I'm just saying this guy right here in this shot. God damn.
Yeah.
Kids need to have posters of this man instead of athletes.
Yeah, or Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris
Has nothing on Fred Dibnah.
No.
And I will die on that hill. Yes.
I will return my total gym.
Yeah. Chuck Norris checks his closet every night for Fred Dibnah.
Correct.
Put that on a t-shirt and sell it.
Yeah. But this is great. This
Automatic
is awesome.
2 thumbs up,
This is
obviously.
great.
And back on the Fred Dibnah here. We're checking out today how to climb a chimney overhang at 50 plus whatever.
I am looking forward to this.
Are you?
No, but I always wanted to know how he got up and over those crop outs. And so if this answers that, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat. I'm probably going to be dropping sweat everywhere.
Yeah,
So-
you're going to have to meet sweats, even though
my
we haven't had
God.
dinner yet. So
Yeah.
let's go in.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Right. You're giving me a wave. Bye-bye.
This is in one ear, by the
Yeah,
way, right?
yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
All right.
So we're good.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God, dude. What the fuck?
Oh. And you see right there that chimney. So not the chimney. The ladder. It just it would go up, but then it's up, out. Ugh. That shit is anxiety. Inducing.
All right.
This must be one of the best chimney stacks in all of England. It's almost 300 feet tall and built in 1877. Some of the stones at the top weigh as much as 5 tons each. And when they built it, it's reputed that they had a roast beef party on top.
I would not be having a roast beef
What?
party on top.
No, I'm not getting full at the top of that thing.
No,
Ever.
no. And I know, food, that's why we have dinner so late, is because you shut down after food.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's no way you're getting up there. You
If-
might as well bring a sleeping bag
Yeah,
up there,
no,
too.
that's what I would do. If we're having an eating party up there, guess where I'm staying the night? Up there.
Yeah. Gotta bring all the beer, maybe bring some a Wi-Fi hotspot so
Yeah.
you can watch Netflix.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes.
The whole thing only cost 14,000 quid, you couldn't buy a terraced house for that now. Really, what we're doing today is a loop round and take a few photographs of the state of affairs, both, on the sides and over them big overhangs at the top.
What is he? Is that a parachute? What is he bringing up there?
I don't know, man.
A big old French flag?
Don't you say that with you seen our analytics?
I know.
Don't you dare.
I gotta say something. What is he bringing? A parachute? I don't know what that is. That's awesome. What is he doing?
Don't know.
Dude.
Chewing gum mastic.
That's 2 people dead.
Yep.
God. Oh my God.
The funny thing's, chimneys, you get some feel friendly and others feel nasty, you know. I don't know, there's some feeling about this big chimney that is friendly, you know. I'm not scared of it at all. I
Friendly.
suppose mountaineers could have the same feeling about certain rock faces. I've been on much lesser chimneys than this, where I felt quite scared of the thing. Right, really, up here, if you make one mistake, it's definitely half a day out with the Undertaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Half a day out
With the Undertaker.
with the Undertaker.
I don't know, man. You I read in the comments he said that you only get to fall off of one of these chimneys once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
I mean,
just,
duh.
yeah. Do you see what's above this man right now?
Yeah.
That
An overhang.
oh my god. Oh my god. You couldn't pay me enough, dude.
How does it make you feel? You want to talk
If you're
about
like,
your feelings?
Here's
here?
$1 million. The ladder's already there. Can you climb up them? Yeah, good sir. Reinvest your $1 million because I'm never gonna spend it because I'm gonna fucking fall.
Oh, God.
You know,
I at least want to see the money first.
yeah. See the money, and I'll tell you which, like that goes into Alexander's college fund after I drop. I
Yeah.
want to see the funds in the account, and then I'll go.
God.
Right, little Jack down there, he has a bit of a shine for these ladders. But I think it would be rather foolish for him to attempt this sort of thing. I mean, the chimneys are all gone, and of course religions run out of brass, haven't they? You know, not much money left. Like the old girls who used to pop off and leave the church £20,000 are getting thin on the ground. If there'd been a goodwill and a large amount left to a church, they used splash out on a big renovation job straight away. Well, now it's all the cadging job, isn't it? You know, the old lollipop stuck up outside with the thermometer stick and all that.
God.
So you're knackered when you're 50. Hey.
What?
He's 50 years old and still doing this.
Oh my god! What
God.
a bar to set.
Ugh, not for me, dog. Not for me.
I don't know where I'm gonna be in 50. I'd tell you what I'm not gonna be doing. Is this.
That.
Fuck that, man. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's 15 years for
There's-
you. That's 20 years for me.
So much fucking no.
If either one of us are doing that at that point, we failed. We have absolutely failed.
Oh my god.
But no, we haven't failed. Fred Dibnah is a god amongst men.
Correct.
So
Still.
he is succeeded with this.
Still.
He was dealt some bad hands and pulled through.
Wow. I
He
mean,
did what he had to do.
God damn, dude. This dude's different.
Van round here must have been nice when it was first done. Oh, yellow and blue and red bricks. Cold on the finger ends. Deal with Harry Holden's ledge. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Continue. The big old rank.
Thank goodness that there was a place where you could just step off and kind of stretch out a little bit.
Yeah. Because what's about to happen, I would have stayed at least a night right there on that ledge. And then got my courage up. Because look what's next. F that.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of those. Nope.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Come to the bit where Harry used to say to the lads, you need dack on your shoes here for getting round this corner. To them who don't know it, that's blue.
Here we go.
And it'll sort the men out for the boys.
Seriously.
This overhang is supposed to be about 5 feet out from the wall proper. Oh, beautiful, magnificent stones, bigger than a man. Some of them are supposed to weigh 5 tons. 5 tons. Don't know how did they get all this up here. Steam power. Steam over here. And up here, there's a buzzard lift somewhere.
God, I
Hope it don't come out of...
I almost can't watch. Can't watch.
Oh my god, dude.
There's less than a minute left. We gotta pull through this.
God, dude, this is just, it's just fear-inducing.
You're shutting down, man. You never shut down.
I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe. Like, this guy not only has to scale this building, he also has to work.
For sure.
No, thank you. Oh, no.
Yeah, man. Trifle cool up here this morning. I'm gonna keep going.
Up.
Whoa. Yeah. Finally. Down. And here we are. My word. What a place.
How do you set that ladder in the first place?
You can ride it.
How do you set...
Yeah, that wasn't explained when we did the second Fred Dibnah video where he was laddering the chimney.
Yeah, when he was scaffolding the chimney?
Yeah.
Like, how do you set the ladder up like that? Like, because we saw him in the previous video pull up the ladders and, that was a straight run.
Yeah.
What is the process for this on that kind of angle? Because, oh my God, dude, because hear me out. If you support it enough, I understand it. I understand, but there's a point on this ladder when it hasn't been secured at the top rung that you're not only creating opposite force, you're trying to go with gravity, but it's still not anchored. So, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I bet that is the newest of his ladders, for sure. Mm-hmm. You have your old ladders for the bottom, okay? That shit, when you start doing crazy stuff like that, that must be a brand spanking new ladder.
Yeah.
To trust it like that.
Yeah. Whew. 20 seconds left. Let's go.
Goodbye, road here.
Oh.
The old Union Jack.
There you go. Class, that's what it was.
Mad respect for that.
Yep.
That whole last 18 seconds really brought it home what he was doing. So mad respect.
Oh my God.
Automatic 2 thumbs up for that one.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I mean, yeah, fear-inducing, cringe-inducing, but I feel like it's part of why most y'all came here.
Oh,
those
God.
who did come for the Fred Dibnah.
Man,
Hoo-wee.
What a different dude. I'm jealous that he lived in our lifetime.
Yeah, in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's just wild. I'm so jealous of you that have actually met the man.
Yeah, we see comments all the time of people who have met this man, and we are jealous of that. Come on now.
I don't even know what I would do. If I met him, I would cower in the aura of all that is man.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in another video, this is a guy that you keep friends with.
Yeah.
He will get you out of situations.
Oh my God, man.
I would, if I lived in that time, I would want him to officiate my wedding.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, even, you can be drunk. You can have a cigarette right there in the altar. It doesn't matter. You do whatever you want to do. It's just a miracle that we're around you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, man, oh my God. What else can be said about this that hasn't already? Like, holy crap, man.
Exactly. And we're back with our friend Fred Dibnah.
The legend.
The myth, the man, the legend.
Yes.
He's telling us how to bring down a chimney stack in this one.
I cannot wait.
Fred's chimney toppling performances have always attracted a following.
pensioners, children, strange men who describe themselves as chimney enthusiasts, and citizens who in former times might have attended public hangings and now turn up in the hope of seeing a disaster.
Wow.
I love that. Yeah.
was-
Those are the people I guess you would attract.
Yeah, it's a very specific crowd.
The audience has grown with his fame, so that now a
Wow.
crowd was assembling of a size that Bolton Wanderers Football Club might have envied.
Wow.
There was
Good for
concern
him.
that Fred should not spoil Sunday for these people by bringing down his chimney on top of them.
There's no way it can fall the wrong way, you know. I mean, the bricks are really
They're
good,
young
and we've
enough.
eliminated this
Yeah.
half of it, so it's got to go that bloody way, one way or another, you know. Ideally, we want it to go, you know, towards that new brickwork over there, and that's the way we've cut it to go. But square uns are awkward, and they always want to fall like square ways, you know. So we'll just have to see what happens, you know. It'll either come dead square or it'll go over there, one or two, you know. I'm, 80% confident it'll go over there, but the other, it could, you know, go straight, but it's got to come this way. We once did one, and we'd engineered it, so the borough engineer had to light the fire. And we wouldn't have done it on this day if he hadn't been coming, and it were blowing a force 10 bloody gale towards it, you see, and everything went wrong. It were blowing that hard that the fire set fire to the field next door, and it were blowing so hard it didn't even draw. All the sticks burned away, and it stayed up, and it were rocking, going 3 foot out of plumb and coming back. Now, if anybody had said that to me, I'd have said, I don't believe you, it's impossible. Something that big for get 3 foot out of plumb and come back, no way. But it's as true as I bloody stand here, it were going 3 foot out of plumb and coming back. And in the end, we had to put a jack in the back and jack it up, you know, and it went over eventually. With that little glass of lever.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Could you imagine trying to take something down and then it just doesn't work?
Doesn't work.
And you're like, oh shit.
It does not do what you think it wants, what you need it to do.
That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
I mean, just hearing him say it is quite soothing. He could read anything,
Yeah.
and I would fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
He has that kind of talking voice.
Yeah, yeah. About 1950s.
Yeah, around about that time. It's just the same way of doing it as you were
Look,
doing it.
just same as what we did, but 30 years ago. Flat caps and woodbines. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it?
Oh, those are pictures.
I guess he's
Like
another.
soap hours goes like that today.
He's
eh?
another
An-
steeplejack.
Steeplejack, yeah. Yeah,
I couldn't find the terminology. I was like, steeplejack?
yeah, you got
Sure.
it. You got it.
All right. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's just one thing, like, put a damper on this morning, and, like, the fella who were my childhood hero, Harry Holding, he died last week, you know, they're burying him tomorrow. And, you know, he was, like, in my eyes, a super steeplejack. God bless him, you know. So I think we'll do this in honour of Harry Holding this morning. You know.
Man, if he's Fred's hero,
Hey, right.
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah. Let us know more about him. Is there footage of him?
Probably not, dude. Probably not. He would just knock things down with his hands.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
If that's Fred's hero, that means that guy could have just and blew it over. Mm-hmm. That's man.
He's like Chuck Norris when it comes to
Yeah.
steeplejacks.
Good God.
Even though Chuck Norris does check his closet to be sure Fred Dibnah's not there.
Yes, this is fact.
Yes.
How you doing?
You got the windproof matches?
matches, yeah.
Right.
It's Jane.
Are you nervous?
Yes. The knees have gone like jelly.
Your knees have gone like jelly. No, it couldn't be wrong.
We moved up back.
Yeah. Well, it's what time is it now? 10 to. Oh, yeah.
All right, we move up back.
We've got a bloody good crowd, haven't we? round with the cat. Yeah. You won't do that, Roger. Sort of, everybody comes to see a disaster, you see. And, like, there ain't going to be one, you know, I'm 100% confident. Like this bloody rag, love. Come on, which time we're starting? Right, time. The deadline's coming. It's going to start raining.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, just think you didn't say.
Oh, yeah. Right, see, this end over here, you know. Stick it
Oh,
in
no.
there. Look. Right, chaps, all get you. That'll do now. You've done it, you've done it. Come on, everybody out now. Come on. Everybody outside.
This man has no fear. He's just there.
Nothing we can do now.
Bro.
Oily rags.
Yeah. Here we go.
No way.
It's just gonna fall over any minute now.
Wait, time out. Are those tires?
Those are tires. Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh.
Freaking, you got a Somali campfire right there.
A
Wow.
Somali campfire.
Wow. Nice.
What?
Freaking Goodyear campfire. That's awesome. Oh my lord. If I see a tire in a fire, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Wow. Okay, anyway. Sorry. I had to bring that up.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Jesus.
Rolling now.
Oh my
So
god.
the chimney works.
Ha!
Huh.
It's got a fearsome glow, that, isn't it?
Oh. It took me way too long to realize what they were doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So they dug under it,
Yeah, they dug under it.
propped it up with wooden jacks,
Yeah.
and are burning the jacks out.
Yeah.
So it'll just... Wow. Okay, genius.
Hey.
Ooh, genius.
Hey, if you didn't find that out, I didn't find that out.
Wow. Okay,
So,
genius. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very smart.
yeah.
Yeah, it's on the move now. Not be long. Another 5 minutes, 10 minutes
wow.
maybe. You know. If that. That's dropped. That's gone down 2 inches in while we've been talking, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What
The
a way.
anticipation. The anticipation.
Not be long now.
Wow.
Bloody props ran down. I'll be struggling now.
Look at that. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
I couldn't. And there's Dibnah just with a cigarette in his hand, just watching it burn.
Come on, let's skip that. Going. Lift it.
Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Here it goes! Ah!
Good God.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wow. Let's run into the rubble.
And they just running.
Where's me wine?
He is a rock star.
Yes. The hero.
They were a good one. I knew it. I had every ounce of confidence in that one. We just got it right.
Wow.
You had about 80% confidence. That's what you said at the beginning.
He's like, good enough.
Yeah, good enough. But man, all the kids came up to him. That's just proof that he's a hero, man.
Yeah.
For that, automatic 2 thumbs up.
Well deserving of his statue.
Yes.
Where he's from.
Yes. That statue. You know the one. Our good buddy on TikTok, AdCrow.
Yep.
Check that out. So a big thanks to him for that.
Man.
Man, the Dibnah train. We will ride that until there ain't nothing to ride.
Until he gets derailed.
Yeah,
But what an easy day for him. I mean, granted, you got to dig underneath it, and that part is probably fear-inducing.
Yes.
To dig under that.
Oh yeah.
And to brace it and like that would suck, and I would shit myself every day.
Oh yeah.
But I would rather do that than climb up it.
Oh yeah.
And take it down brick by brick.
But still, this man has no fear. He has no fear. He has nothing can scare him.
Nope.
He's just
smoking a cig, watching this massive tower fall, knowing like, all right, I'm fine here.
Yeah. Again, I've said it before. He's the guy you want to keep friends with because he will get you out of any situation.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Wow.
Yes.
This is a great video.
Exactly.
My God.
We're back with the mighty Fred Dibnah.
The man, the legend.
Yes, the man that Chuck Norris fears.
Yeah, for real.
And this time, taking down a Rugby Mill Chimney Oldham Lancashire demolition.
All right.
That wasn't a proper sentence right there. I started it one way and just read it thinking it would be something like that. You know what I mean?
It's all right. You started it as a complete sentence, and then you're just like, okay, this is not going anywhere. So let's just abandon it.
So it's word salad, basically.
Yes,
but
100%.
It's a steeple on the channel, if you will.
Yes, exactly. That's
all right, enough of my bad puns. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
This chimney, unfortunately, is in rather bad condition, as you can see, and it's got to come down. And the thing is, we're going to attempt to do it by our normal method, but the thing, we have a problem in so much that the thing is only 5 feet from the side of the mill.
Ooh.
Oh!
Which is going to be a bit tricky.
Dude, that is... Yeah, good luck to him.
God.
Yeah. I would not want to be tasked with that.
It's an old mill. I mean, oh man, I wouldn't touch it. God, that's. I mean, at what point do you just let it collapse on its own, which is dangerous as shit, until you wait for the correct amount of technology to bring it down? Like,
nah.
I don't know, man. Get a helicopter, rappel down, hook it up, and just tip it over.
Yeah, that's... I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to be in that position.
No. That's crazy.
Yeah, like we've dug this hole here because the floor level in the mill is roughly level with outside, you see.
Whoa.
And if when the ground were up to level with where you are, if we'd have cut in here, it would have cracked 3 or 4 feet up, which when it goes over, if it kicks back, it'll shove the side of the mill in. The reason for digging the hole is hopefully, and I say hopefully, it'll crack off down below ground and below the level of the floor inside the mill.
Dude, that thing is hanging on by a prayer.
Bro, he dug that far down around it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Good for him. Wow. Like, dude, remember the trench we dug? That was easy, but it wasn't a walk in the park, right?
No, it took some elbow grease to get that done.
This man dug a pit or a trench almost 1.5 times his height and maybe 2 of him wide.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he worked his ass off for that one. He
Holy
deserves
shit.
all the pints in the world.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, that's why we've dug this big trench, you see. Yeah. Eighth of an inch it's come. Yeah, yeah. There's got to be a lot of weight on them pillars now, aren't there?
Wow. Oh my god, that's terrifying, dude.
Ugh. But, like, we got the man himself, Fred Dibnah,
Yeah.
who's Mr. Cool as a Cucumber
Yep.
when it comes to things like this.
Yeah. If there is someone you would want to take this down, it would be him. No one else.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I've said in past Dibnah videos that he's the guy you keep friends with because he'll get you
Yep.
out of any situation.
yeah. This
Anything.
man is it. Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh shit, that's cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's made its own mind up, that one, hasn't it? Yeah, we'll start on the other end. Pretty strong, that, isn't it? Yeah.
6 twists on there now.
And now we got up to the side.
Wasn't quite as long the other side.
Shall we try knocking the hoops out now and knocking it down all the way around now? I'll go around the front.
Knocking it, you won't get it down very far, I might tell you.
Man.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You know, like I love watching people like that are masters in their craft work. It's just because you know their mind is doing some crazy shit while they're just performing like a menial task, like hammering this thing down. You know, in his mind, he's not hammering that thing down. He's thinking about everything else that's happening.
He's playing chess with it. He's thinking multiple steps ahead.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Well, here again, it's got some fairly nasty cracks in the thing round the other side. And the wire hawser is sort of an attempt to keep the base together in one piece till it gets, till it's found out which direction it's going to go in, sort of thing. And I've noticed from previous experience, if you get one with a load of big iron bands around the bottom, it really helps to, keep the thing together when it falls over.
Okay.
The important thing is to keep as much of it from falling backwards, by having this wire hawser lap round. We've done this sort of thing before and it works, It might look a bit sort of strange and a bit puny when you think of the weight that you're dealing with, but it's not like weight, it's just keeping the thing contained, sort of style. And as I say, if it's got to like nearly 45 degrees and it's still got a grip of it, that wire rope, it's not going to do any harm anyway, it'll come down without touching the mill.
Wow.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude! It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
The sheet of corrugated tin, which is over the front of the wires, is to actually protect the wire from the fire.
From the fire?
Oh yeah.
The fire?
Yeah, they're about to burn this thing, like we saw before. Like whenever, whenever you see those, like I guess those wood beams, that's firewood.
Yeah,
Oh
a little
my
bit
God.
of fire in the hole, literally.
Oh my god. I would be scared to light either everything on fire and destroy the mill. It's like you're playing for keeps at this point, dude.
Yeah, literally playing with fire
Oh
here.
my god.
Ugh.
Yeah, for real. Oh man.
Gotta go right. Yeah,
Oh, he's open. Come on.
What about your car?
Yeah, we also have our usual amount of trouble with the ignition system.
Here we go.
What about your car?
Want a bit of paper, bit of newspaper. Yeah, I don't know. It's always the same, you know. We can never ever get the thing to go. Why is it always like this? Isn't it?
Always.
Yeah, it's always a bit embarrassing when you're on a time limit sort of style, and you can't get the thing lit.
There we go.
There you go.
Now we're cooking with fire.
No, we're never more than a few minutes out.
Just show us where to just mark it.
Once it's lit, it's the beginning of an unbelievable half hour of sort of nervous tension. If you're going to blow something up and you press a button, the thing's just as safe until you do it, till you press the button, as it is, you know, before you start it.
Wow.
With this, it's a bit different. You know, once you've got the fire going, it's entirely out of your hands. You know, it's in the hands of that guy upstairs.
Oh, he's gonna go down there.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
I've got to get the fire going now so it's drawing up the middle of the chimney stack, which is quite important, and it is, as you can see with the fire. It's going quite well, you know, which is always a good sign.
Wow. And take the ladder, dude.
Slightly frightening when you see how close.
I'm gonna assume that's a wooden ladder, and it's gonna go right into the pile.
It's just here you go. Just what about the ladder? Leave it. It's part of the kindling.
Yeah.
God, man.
It'll write it off.
So this to the side of the.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this right here. That is the calm before the storm.
Like, and I'm assuming he has to light the fire kind of equally to catch all the pillars at the same time, equally. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No. An insurance man's nightmare.
Wow.
That's putting it lightly.
So haphazard, doesn't it? As though, you know, and yet it always works. It's brilliant. In the olden days, in the Victorian era of chimney felling, they actually used to use coal for the fire. You know, you'd have to be a millionaire now to do that, wouldn't you?
Where are the tires?
They used them on the last one.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up.
Wow.
Yeah, it's sort of beginning to go now, you know. If this is the last time, it's going to blacken the skies of Oldham.
Wow.
Here it goes.
Yeah, with us cutting into it low down on the ground, the normal crack round the base is somewhere below the surface of the ground proper. So we've gone up the fire escape and put a stick leaning against the chimney with an angle of inclination of about, started off with 8 inches, but there it's a lot straighter, which means that the chimney is actually moving in the right direction. There is a string with a weight on just to keep the tension on, and eventually and ultimately you will see the stick fall out, which means that the chimney is moving and it's going to fall down. Yeah, it's strange. It's sort of to be so close to such a weight, which is going to depart very fast in a few seconds, is a very unusual feeling. I don't think I'd got the door open on the fire escape, so I could disappear under 5 flights of spinning mill if anything was going on.
What are you
he's
do?
gonna have to.
Yeah, but that's a whole fucking, like, where are you gonna go, bro? That is a demoed building if it falls your way.
Yeah,
Like,
you're toast.
You're toast.
You're flat Stanley.
Oh
and
my
that.
God. Oh God, dude. Like, I like how the only indicator, it reminds me of like how in submarines they tape a line to each side of the sub, because the deeper they go, the more slack is in the line because of all the pressure.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's like that little stick informs them that it's going not only the right way, but it's going. That's it. That's all it is. Oh,
that's all you got. Ugh.
But there's no way you could have stood on the ground so close to a big chimney when it fell down. I mean, I'm only actually 18 inches off the thing, and the feeling of confidence as I look down to the floor and see the gap appearing in the cinders on the floor around the back in between the mill and the chimney stack, and then I look up and see the thing going away, and my eyes traverse down the full length of it, and I could see it weren't breaking it up anyway, it were going in a straight piece. The stick descends, you see. The thing is that it was so good that I just didn't have to run out of the way, you know. I didn't have to go anywhere at all, you know.
What?
You sure about that?
Crazy,
So,
bro.
You know, you wouldn't look beautiful. You know, there were no way it were going to get me. Eddie on the floor, say, backs up 30 feet from the base, and yet you'd no need to do that.
Oh my God.
Here it goes. Any second now.
What? Push it. Oh. Oh, there it is.
Oh. It's falling.
Yep. Oh, there it goes.
Timber!
Wow.
Woohoo!
That is wild.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what do you think of that then? 4'6" it was.
Signature line.
Nice, well done.
What is that we do? We've got the champagne. Not even scratched the window frame.
Amazing.
Very good.
Man.
The wire did the job, you know, it sort of held, it pulled that over, you know, sometimes that bit can like fall off backwards, you see.
Wow. Look at that.
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
I looked up to the top and I could see there were no way it were going to break, you know, it weren't going to burst out, so there were no need to run for my life anyway, you know, it was quite a...
Chuck Norris could never do that.
No.
Not
That's
at
wild,
all.
dude. That's just different level. That is a master at his craft, bro.
Yeah. And with just Zen like calmness throughout the whole process.
Yep.
He is a calming voice that does amazing things. He's just the man.
Could you imagine the fear you would feel if you heard a panic Dibnah? Run.
Yeah.
If Dibnah was like, holy shit, then you abandon life. Just try to die quick.
Right. That's hearing him cuss would probably be like hearing a preacher cuss. You know something is going on.
Something's about to happen.
And you need to run for your life.
Holy shit, man. This was awesome, dude. I love this man. He is the king of the blue collar, dude.
Yes. The salt of the earth, the everyman. And it's a reflection of the British culture that they hold people like him in such high esteem.
Yes.
And
they should. They should, man.
Yeah, two good old American boys here who've been raised pretty much blue collar all their lives can appreciate for all of that. Automatic 2 thumbs.
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt, dude. Without a doubt. Anytime Dibnah comes across your screen with us, it's 2 thumbs up. Regardless.
Yes, it's not a question.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to day 12 of the UK vlog trip. Today, splitting our time between Bolton and Liverpool. Going up to meet my buddy Ad Crow and his husband. Basically gonna see all the sights that the legendary steeplejack Fred Dibnah made famous. Come back to Liverpool for some nightlife. I decided last night to be a not as bad boy. I still got a little bit of drink on, but decided I didn't want what happened with the whole Inverness thing to happen today. Because Fred Dibnah has been good to us, or Zach Crow's been good to us too. So I gotta be a little bit responsible. Look, Mom, I made it to the train. I didn't party too hard last night, and I actually caught my train. Look at me. We're making progress here.
As we look at some cool artwork here from the Bolton train station, I will say, before going to Bolton, you should at least know who Fred Dibnah is. You don't need to do 2.5 years of reactions like me and Daniel did, but if you're not looking at that chimney and not thinking about a short, black cap, glasses, northerner with a few pints in him climbing that thing to knock it down, what are you even doing with your life? Before we did a proper exploration of the Bolton area, I was getting pretty hungry, and I purposely didn't eat any breakfast because Ad Crow knew exactly where to take me to get...
That's so good.
Yeah. And I apparently, when we did try to make a full English, this had it didn't have the scaffolding on it. Yeah, and people were commenting like, "How did you get that?" Some Irish shop. We didn't know. Some Irish shop in Annapolis, Maryland. That's where.
Chimney's there.
Old chimney. Dibnah's playground. Oh yeah, just came out of that train station. The Red Rose of Lancashire, is that what it is?
That's the one.
That's it.
At certain points, they have it fully going and the steam going around the wheel and everything.
Wow. There he is. The myth, the man, the legend. Fred Dibnah. Steeplejack, Reverend Son of Bolton. In all his glory. Good on you, Fred. There he is, Fred Dibnah in all his glory. Shout out to Ad Crow. Go follow him on TikTok and all the other sites. I'll put all his links in down in the description, all right? If you want good, wholesome British content, that's your guy right there. Anything you want to say to the folks at ETS 21?
Oh yeah, wipe your toes, blow your nose. I can't remember them. What not wipe your toes? That doesn't make sense, does it?
I haven't said it in so long.
Embrace the suck.
Perfect.
I can't take him anywhere. More of Fred's work right there. I wouldn't want to go up there, even after a few pints.
And as per tradition of any American stumbling through the UK, you stumble upon a pub that's 3 times as old as your own country.
The oldest cider house in the world. 4th oldest pub in England. Did I say it right?
Close enough.
Cider house.
You'll be better after a few pints.
All right.
Yeah, keep the head. Are you doing what you're doing this to...
The execution of James Stanley, the 7th Earl of Derby, at Churchgate, Bolton-le-Moor, Wednesday the 15th of October, 1651.
Oh my goodness.
We're in that pub.
right there, this reflection, but you get what I'm saying here. Let's see the rest of this. Stuff for the vlog.
I have a feeling that this is the part of England y'all were saying not to miss. The stuff that if I only stayed in London, I would miss out on it completely.
There it is. One of Fred's chimneys.
Yeah, I wouldn't climb it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Not even after a few of those ciders. I wouldn't do that.
You've done this one for fun.
Yeah. Like I said, that's Dibnah's playground right there. Goodness gracious.
If there was a ladder, I might get as far up there, and then I would freak out and need to come back down.
Train crash, Crook and Bolton, 16 of March, 1918.
Well done. So what's the 16th month?
Wow, look at that. Our old Dibnah.
It's so nice to live next to the river like that.
Yeah, it's peaceful. Yeah. That right there is where Fred Dibnah made the magic happen. Home of Dr. Fred Dibnah, NBE, Steeplejack. Demolition expert, Reverend Son of Bolton.
Only thing alive and everything on the documentary.
Right.
Perfect beer sponges. Lots of drills.
Sounds like my kind of party. PSA to all Americans. Yes, this is part of Britain. It's a big part of it, but it's not all of it. Go explore more of it.
After exploring Smith Hills Hall a little bit, we tucked into a quick cup of tea. Me and Phil had a nice piece of chocolate cake, which was some of the best chocolate cake I've ever had. While this was all mighty fine, this is just small potatoes compared to the afternoon tea I had in the bath episode later this week, so be sure you're subscribed and you got your notification bell on, that way you don't miss that episode. Once Ad Crow and I found out that we both have backgrounds in working in grocery stores, he did what any British gentleman would do and took me to a British grocery store so that I could see the differences between US and UK grocery stores. Take a look.
So this is the American section of a British supermarket. What the heck is all of this? Marshmallow mateys?
Hello to all my marshmallow mateys.
They got Reese's here, they got Hershey's.
Some melted Hershey's.
Melted, ugh.
Hershey syrup.
Not A-N-W, A-W.
But there was root beer, it's gone. So we are opening up to root beer.
Yeah.
Just some.
And they put in hot dogs and brine over here.
Crispy onions.
Onions and
Toastums.
Toastums. It's not Pop-Tarts.
The thing is, we do have Pop-Tarts. I don't know why they put that in the American section.
Yeah.
Jelly bellies.
Jelly bellies. And pumpkin.
Pumpkin. That's something that doesn't tend to be over here. I've noticed that.
Really?
Yeah, pumpkin, like if you want to make a pumpkin pie or something.
Yeah.
The barns in the UK are much higher hygiene quality.
Yeah.
We don't need to wash the eggs because the eggs are how they would be if you got them from a barn. So they're going to be brown because they've not been bleached.
Right.
And it keeps the coating on them. So the coating is what keeps them in good condition. So that stops them from going off. So they don't need to be put in the fridge.
That'll never happen in the States because we always wash them.
You don't need to wash them if they're in good, clean condition. If you went to a farm, you wouldn't have to wash them from the farm, would you?
No. Alright, so before I wrap up my day in Bolton, just want to tell you all about a little story. Here I'm at the station to catch my train back to Liverpool, and I go up to the vending machine to get a Pepsi out of there, and there's these three, very locals, very Bolton accents. One of them looks at me, is like, "Are you a crazy Scottish person?" At first I didn't know they were talking to me, and I was like, "Oh, are you talking to me?" And like, "Yeah." And then they realize my accent because I'm American. It's like, oh, what are you doing in America? I said Fred Dibnah, of course. It's like, hey, this guy's cool. And it's a nice interaction, only in the UK.